As you guys can see, we got that one sheep put in here and we actually lost the other one to a wolf. But welcome back people to episode 4 of the Minecraft Survival Let's Play series. Honestly, that's kind of a mouthful to say all of that at once. Luckily, I didn't add in the 1.18 Let's Play series. Last episode, we got this awesome barn put in with this super cool copper silo, and it looks like I forgot to strip a piece of acacia wood. Problem solved. As you guys can clearly see, I'm kind of a lazy Minecrafter. I still have yet to put all the items we used away in our storage system. So we should probably jump into doing that real quick. Let's just break these chests. All right, that is a full inventory, and let's run over to the storage room and get this put away before any of that stuff despawns. To me, putting stuff in a storage room is never efficient. I always place stuff in the wrong areas, and then I realize, oh, I need to go back to that chest to put more items in the chest I was just in. But I think I'm starting to get all the chests remembered now and have a good idea of where everything needs to go. All right, inventory pretty much cleared. Let's run back over and get the rest of those items. Items received, and that should be everything. Yep, and we still have room in the inventory. Now that all of that stuff is put away, I really want to get started on working on this overhang right here. My thought is turning it into a little bit of a mystical tavern, since we have the nether portal right there and the drop chute and water elevator for the skeleton spawner. The idea is still brewing in my brain, but my thought is doing maybe a skull right off to the side, because that's where the elevator and drop chute are, and then maybe digging a little bit deeper into this cliffside and putting the portal in a little bit of a cave, and then doing a bunch of spikes and leaves and all different kinds of things. But before we do that, we obviously got to go collect up a little bit of blocks, starting with some mossy cobblestone. I got most of the items that we are going to need for this little tavern put in our trusty barrel, but I'm sure you guys have noticed I am level 30 right now. So I think that means we need to do a little bit of enchanting. So I brought up a grindstone because I am going to get rid of that just straight efficiency pickaxe, and I want to check out what we can get on some of this stuff. It should all be efficiency. What are the boots showing? Protection 3, and we don't have a diamond helmet, I'm pretty sure. No, we do not, and I really don't want to waste our diamonds on crafting one. So since we're going to be doing a little bit of terraforming, I think we should probably do it on the shovel. Hopefully there's some silk touch on it. Please, please. Nope, just straight efficiency. Okay, that's not super great because shovels tend to go through durability the quickest. It's all right though, we'll make do with it. So I think we got everything we are gonna need. Our inventory is completely full. So let's just use our pathway here and make our way to that portal area. The only item we don't have yet would be bone block, but we can actually jump down to the skeleton spawner, grab some bones, and craft those guys up relatively easy. So let's just come right over here, throw our barrel down, and start emptying our inventory. Place our little stone cutter and our crafting table down, and there we go. We got our crafting station. Let's actually take this long journey down to the skeleton spawner. This gets me every time. We fall so far. All right, let's grab all these bones up. This should be plenty, and let's actually refill that just like that and take the elevator back up. All right, so I'm pretty sure the bone blocks take 9 bones per block. Let's actually check this out real quick. Oh, it takes bone meal. Oh my gosh, that is so much better. That is so much better. We're going to be able to craft up so many of these blocks. Oh my gosh, look at that. Over a stack of them, and we even have some more bones left. You know, let's just craft the rest of this into bone block, because I mean, might as well. Sadly, I don't think there's slabs for this. I'm pretty sure the best thing to use would be quartz, so we may actually jump into the nether to get some quartz. We're going to add a chest to our crafting station because we are completely full on the barrel, and I'm sure we're going to get plenty of blocks from digging this thing out. With all the items collected that we're going to need and everything ready to go, let's cue the time lapse. I'm really liking how this thing turned out. So to be honest guys, I built this about a week ago. I decided on taking a little break from Minecraft because I was going on a trip. But sometimes it's good, honestly, to take a break and look at what you're doing, and when you come back and making sure you still like it. And I definitely do like this. As you guys could tell in the time lapse, I was having a pretty tough time with the skull right here. I tried to go online and go on Pinterest and find things of skulls, but on this small of a scale, it is not the easiest thing to do. Besides all of that, I actually got some inspiration as I was working on this, and I think what I want to do later in the episode is extend this little river we made here and kind of wrap it down into this little valley, and also come all the way around here. At the end of this, there's a long and fall drop off all the way down to the bottom down there, and I think we could actually do a really cool looking waterfall. So I'm gonna plan on doing that later in the episode. So what I'm gonna do is leave all of this stuff here because I'm sure we will need it. Just like last episode, I think we're gonna have to go on an adventure here because we have this big open space, and I think it would be really cool to maybe do like a lilac field or one of the double high flowers and do a really big field of it. So I'm gonna get most of this stuff out of my inventory, make sure I have plenty of food, and we're gonna get going on that adventure. So I got our inventory mostly cleared out, and I got some essentials in here like a bed because it is almost nighttime, but I do want to get going on this adventure. Now I do know there is an oak forest right over in this direction, and I'm pretty sure oak forests spawn a lot of the double high flowers. And that's kind of all I'm going for. I don't really need to find a flower forest. Yeah, so from right here, you can see the oak forest, and we're just gonna have to kind of go through this thing, and hopefully we can find some double high flowers, and it looks like there's some right there. So we're right up against this super cool cavern right here, and we got to collect these guys up. There's actually a lot of them. We already have 5 in our inventory, some more right there, and more right there. And I did remember to bring some bones, so if there isn't many, we can bone meal some of them. But these flowers are the peonies, and I'm looking for the lilacs. As you guys can also see, there's a bunch of saplings here because I harvested some oak wood for the dwarven little nether area. Oh, we got more lilacs. I'm looking for, oh, we got rose bushes, sweet. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm sure you guys can see a bunch of the saplings because I came over here to harvest some wood and then left, and the chunks were unloaded. Let's grab these roses. I wouldn't mind making a field out of rose bushes. I think they could actually turn out looking really cool. Definitely one of the more vibrant colors, but I mean, our place needs a little bit more color. It's very green and brown and orange right now. This is so darn cool, guys. Look at this. We have a massive meadow right up against this mountainside right here. Check this out. This could be such a cool building location. We're definitely gonna have to remember this area. My God, I love this. It's right up against the ocean too. Well, that was a pretty short adventure. It turns out we had a bunch of the double high plants right next to our house. So I'm just making our way back over to camp, and we can get set up to build this flower field. Luckily, we got a bunch of dirt from digging out that little river right there, because my thought is we're going to want to terraform this area just a little bit. As you guys can see, it really doesn't have an incline. It just kind of goes really far back, 1 block up, and then this little area right here that is another block up. And these flower fields look a lot better when there's kind of a gradual incline going up. But one thing we do want to keep in mind is we don't want the flower field to be too abrupt and too big right here. It might attract your eyes away from the actual buildings and just to the flower field. So I think what I'm going to do is do a little bit of scaffolding to try figuring this out. First off though, we need to get rid of all this grass. So my thought is we're going to have it come back 2 blocks, and we're not going to do any flowers right there or right here. We're going to go like this, and we almost want it to go up. Actually, you know what? Let's do 3 blocks at a time. So we want it to go 3 blocks back, and then 3 more blocks back, and then 3 more blocks back. 3 might not even be enough. That looks pretty good, but it almost comes up too high. Actually, you know what? From back here, that might look pretty dang good. Oh, and it looks like we got some pillagers. Now that those guys are taken care of, it's time we get back to the flower field. So my thought is we have the scaffolding on that side, and we're probably going to want to bring the scaffolding around this way and almost wrap around the back of the silo right here so it doesn't just stick out like a sore thumb. So let's grab some blocks and do the same thing that we did over here. So this is kind of what I got going so far for the scaffolding. We've brought the blocks around the backside of the silo to give it a little more detail, and then we got to fill this whole guy in, and I'm not going to go and fill in every single individual block. I'm just going to place some torches in here, and maybe we can do something under the fields in the future. Now we do need to be pretty careful as we place these blocks in, because the last thing we want is this land to look too manicured. So I got the front all placed in here, and we're actually going to move on to the back side of this, and I think this turned out pretty good along here. Now the thought is with the back is it can come down at a little more of a severe angle and a little steeper, because I'm not really planning on placing any flowers right here. But in the end, I am gonna have some terraforming done right along the sides here with some cliff sides is my thought. Maybe do a tunnel through the underneath of this thing, but for the back, I really don't want to do a wraparound cliff. So I've kind of decided to get rid of the idea of having it wrap all the way down and then have an angle off the back. Actually, it might look really good just to do kind of small cliff sides along the 3 edges. So let's get rid of all this scaffolding that we made, and we don't want it to go, let's go to there, and then on this one, we'll get rid of it right about here. What we do want to do is kind of round off this back area, and like I said, we don't want it to look too manicured, because if it's too manicured, it doesn't look right. So I got the main base pretty much done here, all the grass and dirt placed in, and now what I'm going to do is go around the outside with a little bit of stone and cobblestone and try to make it look a little bit like a small cliff's edge. So we want to do mostly stone with a little bit of cobblestone here and there, kind of like this guy right here. So let's start like this and maybe place some cobblestone right there, some right here, and we're just going to go along like this the whole way. So with the back and side cliffs all placed in, this is when we want to go around and really detail this thing out. As you can tell from back here, it really doesn't look good, and now that I'm really thinking about it, but I'm not going to go back and fix it, when you're standing right here, it blends so much with the chimney over there. I tried to use a lot of andesite and tuff on that thing so it would stand out from cliff sides, but I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Looks like nighttime though, so let's go shreep. Oh boy, that was too close. There is a bunch of skeletons under this thing, and I am down to 3 hearts, so let's eat some bread real quick, because I really don't want to lose my 25 levels. So once we get these hearts back, we just want to kind of peek our way in here and maybe place a torch or 2. As you can see, there's a skeleton right there. Let's not get shot by him. Let's try to avoid him. Perfect. We just got to get in there and place torches. I kind of forgot to, so now a bunch of mobs are spawning down there. All right, we're just going to go brute force run in here and place a bunch of torches down. Hopefully we don't die. One more torch right here. Take this guy out. Come on, we almost got him. Is that the last one? Is that the only one? All right, there was like 4 in here when I first opened it up. So first things first, we want to go around this thing and place some stairs in with some blocks on top of it so it just doesn't look like one vertical wall. So something probably a little bit along the lines of that, and then we can maybe place another stair right there. It looks like I don't have the stone stairs in my inventory, so like that. Maybe something right there. Nope, that's the wrong way. So we kind of want to go along and do something a little bit like this along each side of the cliffs. So that is only one corner done, and just look how much better it looks. So I got pretty much the entire outer edge completely detailed, and you can see the difference it makes. It looks so much better. But now we want to go on top of it and kind of give this thing a little bit of spikes and just kind of random things going on throughout the whole thing. And now that I think about it, that was a poorly placed block. Let's get these stone slabs in our inventory and really spike this thing up. With just a little bit of spikeage, you can see how much better it looks up here, and even from down here, it looks so good. Definitely different looking, but that's what I'm going for. I really want this to look like a very mystical kind of area. But with all the stone terraforming done, it's time we add in a little bit of oak leaf action around the base of the cliff, and then a little bit up on the flower field itself. Let's have our fingers crossed and hope we have some more oak leaves on us so I don't need to go harvest more. All right, perfect. We have like a full stack. So we just kind of want to go around and place these guys. The bushy texture pack makes leaves look so much better when you're using it for this application. And you just want to scatter these pretty randomly. I mean, it works pretty well when you do it randomly. You don't really want to do standalone like I've been doing. You want to kind of do 2 blocks and maybe have them go up a little bit and a little bit more like that. And just like that, we have the leaves all around the top side. And now let's just go around the base and kind of place these every once in a while. We don't want too many of them because you have to remember the flowers are going to be very colorful and attract the eye already. So with the majority of the terraforming done, I decided to go ahead and use peonies as the flower for this flower field. The roses would look really good, but I think they would blend a little bit with the bright orange. I mean, that is going to turn to blue, but my end goal is actually to glaze that down with some beeswax so it always stays that pretty orange color. So I used a bunch of bone meal and got us over 2 stacks, almost 2.5 stacks of peonies. And the way you kind of want to place this in is you want to go in a zigzag pattern. So kind of like this, and we just kind of spam them as we go diagonally up the side of this flower field. And we just kind of want to keep doing this the whole way. And now we're left with something that looks a little bit like that. I went through and bone mealed any spots that didn't have peonies on them because like I said earlier is that if you do too many peonies, it's almost too much color going on. And yeah, that's kind of what was happening. I think it turned out really, really cool though. I like the little bit of terraforming we did around the edges. It looks really nice actually when you're walking through this area. Definitely need something behind the silo, but for now, I think that looks awesome. And definitely in the future, I want to extend this out a little bit more, not necessarily the peony fields, but I think it would be really cool to add some roses and maybe some lilacs. For now, it definitely stands out, but I really like kind of the standout look. Also, as you guys can tell, this episode has been an overhaul on terraforming. And we're not even done yet. We still have to extend this river all the way along this edge and all the way to the cliffside. But before we jump back into doing more terraforming, I think we should really work on getting these pens filled up with the animals that are necessary. We already have one sheep in this pen over here, or at least I think we still do. Please don't escape. Okay, it's still right there. Because I did have one in this pen, but somehow it managed to escape. So what I'm going to do is clear out my inventory and grab some leads that I got from a wandering trader. Should make it a lot easier to get these animals up here. So we have a grand total of 6 leads, and I got all these guys from wandering traders. Yeah, it might be wrong killing them, but I mean the leads are worth it. And as of right now, I actually have not seen a single slime or killed a single slime in this world. Ooh, I heard that. We're gonna kill you, dude. We're going for the ender pearls. We need them. All right, don't hit me back. Don't hit me back. They do so much damage. The swords are actually pretty good to hold them off. All right, we're down pretty low. This is not good. We can't let him hit us again. Oh my gosh, we were down to half a heart, I'm pretty sure. That could have been really bad. But I mean, at least we got 3 ender pearls from that. That is awesome. So I'm just kind of doing a little bit of a lookout to see if we can find any animals down in this spruce forest, but it looks like I'm not seeing any. Yeah, definitely no animals. So I think the next best place to look is behind our little tavern. That's where I found that solo sheep. So hopefully there's some more back there. Ooh, we got a chicken, but you know what? I'll come back for that guy. I just collected an egg from him. There's another chicken right over there. I didn't set up a chicken coop. I forgot to do that on the barn. Oh, animals, where are you? Of course there's cows, and we do not need cows. We're just going to keep on wandering this way, and I think I see a gray sheep. Yep, there's one right there, and a black sheep. Perfect. Let's grab this guy and actually go grab the other guy. There's a white sheep over there, but we don't really need it. We already have 2 right here. Ooh, I guess there's one right there. Let's grab this guy too. And another, you know, we'll just take 3 back. We don't need to overwhelm ourselves. And I think I'm going to try grabbing those chickens and maybe just throw them in the pig pen for now. Oop, I guess I lost one of the sheep. Did we lose? No, the lead's right there. Let's grab him. Why did I lose that guy? I don't know how. I wasn't walking very fast. All right, all 6 leads are being used here. Oh my gosh, I lost the gray sheep. Well, I guess only 5 are being used. So we got to go back and grab this guy. When I was grabbing the second chicken, there was a baby following it, and I kind of felt bad, so I grabbed that guy too. Oh my gosh, we lost another sheep. These guys suck at following. All right, that is not a good sign. There's a wolf right there, and I don't have any bones on me. So we got to just walk the long way and go all the way around. So I've got all the animals in their pens. Oh wait, that's wheat. I need more seeds. We'll just run over to the sheep real quick and breed these guys up a little bit. We got 4 in here, which is perfect. Let's get those guys, and I think we're gonna get a light gray out of that. Let's see if I'm correct. Oh, it's a dark gray. And then let's also grab a little bit of seeds. We got the seeds that we need. Let's give them to these guys, and they should breed up, and we should get a baby chicken. No, I did not lose the baby chicken on the way. I actually lost one of the big chickens on the way, and I gave seeds to the baby chicken to grow them up. Well, I was gonna start working on that river over there, but I can't start a pretty time lapse when it's raining. So I think what we're gonna do is hunker inside and get the interior of the barn all finished up. So my thought right now is maybe to put the chicken coop inside because it doesn't need to be very big. We just wanna have a hopper in it, maybe somewhere, I don't know, just so it collects a little bit of eggs. I was thinking this corner, but I think it would also be really cool maybe to put a tractor back here with a little garage door. I don't know. You know what, let's just go for it with the chicken coop in this back corner. I want it to look pretty nice because it is inside and I like my interiors looking good. So I think that works right there. I don't know about the oak though. It kind of goes too much with the walls. We're definitely going to need ourselves a crafting table. So let's just place this somewhere good and we can leave it there for now. I want to craft up some trapdoors because we're going to need those guys. And what we want to do is I want to come back in here and make a little bit of an actual coop. So I'm thinking we maybe go on this back wall right there. And actually, you know what? I want to use logs right here instead of planks. So I got some rails for us and we want to do something like that and then get rid of that top rail. Next up, we need to get ourselves some slabs. So let me craft some up real quick. Actually, you know what? Let's use deep slate tile slabs as the roof of this thing. So something like that. And for now, we just need to put some placer blocks in here. We want to do that. that. Yep, that placed correctly, and that. Break these guys out. I also threw some spruce trap doors on the edges because it looks really good up against spruce wood when it's not stripped. You know what? I'm really not liking that deep slate tile roof. So let's craft this into some slabs and we can replace those guys. Something like that should work. Now the chickens have a nice little spot to get up into. Definitely gonna need a gate. We got the little gate so we can get the chickens in there and we can get in there, and I'm thinking we should actually do another one right here. It could look pretty nice, and yes, it does. We'll do a little bit of hay in here so the chickens have something to eat. Something like that, because we can't place one right there or else the chickens can escape. And maybe a spruce trapdoor on the side of the hay. So moving on, we want to work on this chimney here. We want there to be a fireplace, or else it looks kind of weird when there's a big fireplace or chimney at the top and no fireplace on the inside of this thing. Now this building being all wood, I think we should use some deep slate in this area. So we can just kind of place blocks along the back maybe. Let's get rid of that torch. It's going to get kind of dark. Maybe we can place a deep slate block right there and then actually do that. And then we can come up to the roof, and I'm thinking of maybe doing, actually it might look best. Yeah, if we do that, that actually looks pretty nice. So we actually don't need these back blocks in the corners. There's no point of them. So let's get rid of the flooring there, and just kind of go a little bit outwards. So something like that is what I'm thinking. Maybe one block over and right there. And we can replace that stuff with some cobblestone, which should make it look like we're not trying to light the floor on fire, even though the floor is clay and clay doesn't really burn. Now I only have 2 campfires on us. We're probably going to need to go craft some more, but I'm thinking of placing some logs at the bottom, maybe something like that. Do we have any more fences? Yeah, we'll use the fences and do that, and then place the campfire right there and right there. Now I should probably make some iron bars. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some iron and we can do some iron bars along the front side. So we got the iron bars, and maybe we bring it out like that. Ooh, I really don't like how that connects to the log. All right, we're gonna get rid of the log for now. Do I have silk touch? No, I don't have silk touch. Okay. I mean, as long as we get the coal back, we can remake that thing. And I think we can use charcoal, I'm pretty sure. So let's make a few more sticks, and we can just look up campfire and it should show up right there. Ooh, we can actually make 2 more, which works out perfectly. So let's place another log right back there, and then a campfire on top of that one, and maybe one, I don't want it just diagonal all the way across. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good right there. All right, now we got a proper fireplace. Next up, we should probably do something to cook in. So let's place these right there. Actually, let's do them 1 more block apart. No, never mind. We're going to leave them like that. Now I want to take acacia trap doors, and this should be a nice accent to the floor. Just kind of go along the edge like that, and then place one up there, and then we don't want to do any on the bottom, because then we can do that on the bottom right there. Actually, let's get rid of the ones on the top too, and then maybe do that all the way up the wall. Yeah, you know what? I think I like how that looks. Now next up would be some sort of working space like a countertop, and my thought for this is maybe to bring, let's bring that out 1 more block. Something like that, and then we want to go 1 block further out and do something like that. Get rid of that one right there and the dirt, and that should work perfectly. Now on the outer edges, just like the oak over there, let's place some spruce trap doors. Then I'm thinking we can throw a lantern or 2 on top. Something like that should work. Actually, let's go a little bit further out on this one, and then we can bring this one in. Next up, I'm trying to make some sort of device that maybe looks like a wheat compactor, and that's how we get the hay bales. So we'll do another rail right there, and maybe a piston can go right there, and we can just do a little bit of hay bales along the edges. I don't want it to stick out too far in front of the door. I mean, that should work right there. And then we take 2 trap doors, place them like that, and then like that with some wheat on top. Now to finish off the last little corner that needs some help is maybe to place up, actually, you know what? Let's leave the lantern there on the spruce pole and maybe bring some leaves up. Where else can we do a little bit of leaf action? This is a tough one. We can probably do something maybe like that could work. Yeah, I think that actually works right there. Just adds a little bit of color to the place. Obviously, this interior could have been done a little bit better, but that is not my forte. I do not know how to do interiors. So if any of you guys want to help me, just let me know. I'm always open to the help. But it does look like it stopped raining and night is about to fall, so let's go shreep. With the rain gone and a fresh day ahead of us, I want to get started on this river because you know what? I'm feeling like a terraforming mood, like I've been the whole episode. But before we get started on that, I think in the next episode we need to work on a farm because a lot of our copper is starting to age, which I really don't like. For this roof, I was kind of planning on that, but the crane on the inside is aging a lot already, which is kind of crazy that there's so much that's aged in there. I don't love the blue up against the deep slate, so yeah. We're going to work on a farm, and I'm sure you guys can guess what farm that's going to be. But instead of me rambling on, I think it's time we're going to extend this river and let's kick it off into good old time-lapse mode. And just like that, the river continues all the way to the edge right there. Now, while I was building this thing, I kind of had a pretty cool idea, is that the farm I want to build in the next episode is maybe we can do it right behind the mine right here, because we have a solid little area to build on. And then attached to that farm, we can actually have a bridge cutting across the river right here, because right now it's not very easy to cross. And I'm sure we'll find a good building to put over there. But with that being said, guys, we got a bunch done in today's episode. We got our little dwarven cavern over there, which looks so cool. We also got the peony field. We finished up the barn, and we got the river going, which is sweet. But thank you guys so much for watching episode 4 of the Let's Play, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one.